welcome to another video. Today we're watching This is the Funniest Animal on Earth. I'm Sorry by Casual Geographic. Yippee! Average reviewer, stop!
Show me someone who's never seen this with their eyes, and I'll show you a child that got left behind. The school system's failing, and this is proof. Did you know the average kid in America doesn't know about this harmonizing homunculus? Arguably one of the greatest gifts nature ever gave. Yet they remain
to be fair, I'm not in America and I don't know about this either.
disrespected and unaccepted.
So
well, not
yeah,
today.
it's okay.
Someone has to stand up for this comic relief, rough draft, auditory onslaught of a primate, and you already know I will. I mean, that's a given. You're probably familiar with the great apes, but in case you're not, they include gorillas, chimps, bonobos, i.e. chimps with a different R rating, and this guy.
Wait!
Together, along with humans, they make up the Great Ape group. Great Ape. The name only an ape could come up with, but along—
It's so silly. I feel like we've been watching so many things about, like, apes recently. It's so goofy. I think there was even a zoo where they had to put up a warning sign about parents about the ape. Oh my god!
Someone got snubbed, and this is actually live footage of it happening.
You are freaking
Great apes.
plus Mark. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm rocking with Mark because Mark is rocking with us.
Yeah, gibbons got gatekept from the great ape lunch table. Science says it's because of their relatively smaller size, lower intelligence. Ouch. And real talk, I think they're just too goofy for the other apes to want to be associated.
Ew!
But being tailless means gibbons aren't monkeys either, and instead got classified as lesser apes. That's already flagrantly flippant, but there's about 20 species of lesser apes.
I can't believe they got called lesser apes. What the heck?
They're all gibbons. Apparently, this drunk toddler of an ape was such an affront to the family, folks created an entirely new category to put them in and slapped them with the lesser label. Well, I'm gonna argue this tiger taunting, vocal cord flaunting, terminally trolling, usually barrel rolling primate might just be the primate.
No, don't say that.
Gibbons are that one weird kid in class. They're like the missing link between apes and monkeys, but if evolution went on a side quest. Gibbons break a lot of the rules of being an ape. They have low sexual dimorphism, meaning the males and females are about the same size. They don't build nests to sleep. They put in about as
Is that the 60 seconds music?
much effort as pigeons. They're monogamous,
I think
allegedly.
so.
We'll get to that. And they basically spend their entire lives in the trees.
It
Could have
is.
sworn they let the O-ring slide for that, but that's none of my business. They're also anatomical anomalies with a wingspan worthy of an infringement lawsuit from Go-Go Gadget. We call them lesser, but let's be glad they're still alive. Because uncovering a fossil that could jump rope its own skeleton, that Jumanji junk would have put us in another pandemic.
Their arms are actually crazy, bro. What the heck?
You don't realize how long a gibbon's arms are until, well, one, you get slapped by one, but also until you put them next to a person for scale. But having joints longer than a prohibition for Peter Griffin is great for one thing, and it's kind of the thing gibbons are known for. Like I said, gibbons are completely arboreal, and there's actually a name for how they get from A to B. Brachiate. Calling it monkey bars is an insult. If you did this as a kid, you were on gibbon timing. These branch-loving acrobats are the fastest things in the trees without wings. At 35 miles per hour, the tree goblin can brachiate fast enough to get pulled over in a school zone. And they'll yeet themselves up to 30 feet between trees.
By the way, I was so bad at the monkey bars. I mean, I guess it's not a surprise. Yeah. Let's just say my arms aren't very strong. Also, this kimchi fried rice is so spicy, huh? Oh my god.
The fate that's a leap of fortune. Specialized shoulders and wrists allow them to treat the jungle as their personal gym. It also helps that they're built like a CrossFit cryptid with the longest arms of any ape. If the average 5'4" woman adopted its build, she'd flex a 10'7" wingspan. And if you lived like one, you'd be parkouring off the cables of the Brooklyn Bridge. But they're not free from fall damage, and it's estimated most gibbons—
Those monkeys have the most fun out of any of the apes. I mean, they have a lot of fun, I guess.
Like a bone at some point in their
life. But I feel like apes just enjoy their lives in general, different than humans do. I feel like, or like in general, I feel like animals enjoy their lives more than humans do, if that makes sense. I feel it, right? Maybe.
Lives. It's even crazier when you realize mothers will pull these stunts with a whole baby.
He nerve.
And speaking of babies, you know how we always say animals use play as preparation for the life they'll live? Baby gibbons will not only learn to brachiate by chasing each other through the trees, they'll also intentionally—
I don't know, have you ever gambled? I mean, I haven't, I guess. I haven't.
Let go of branches to catch themselves.
Not properly.
What even makes gibbons play a lifelong game of floor is lava? Well, like orangutans, they realize it's way safer to have your ops be gravity and time than touch tiger country downstairs.
Not even in gacha? Okay, yeah, I guess I have gambled. I mean, yeah, gamble's pretty... Wait, I shouldn't say that. Don't gamble, Chad. Don't gamble, everyone. We're too smart for our good. Apes are just dumb enough to be able to enjoy life to the fullest. Exactly. It's better if you're stupid. If you're like stupid, you enjoy life better, I feel like. Yeah, exactly. Humans enjoy life less than other animals. Yeah.
Because gibbons would rather run away than run Huh? Gibbons are actually extremely territorial, and that, along with them having a 99 agility stat, is how you get the only animal alive that can vibe check a tiger and live to do it twice.
You never stop me from getting my second paycheck every month. I mean, if you gamble and it works out, that's awesome, you know? But, you know, yeah.
Technically, it's mobbing behavior meant to drive away
No
a
wonder
predator
I'm
using
having
the
a
power
blast,
of parkour. But the execution makes them move like Spider-Man minus morale. They're morale-less, but the only miles is how far they can drive a striped delete button crazy. Show me a great ape that can taunt a tiger. Many have tried. Most have died. A whole apex predator and twig ninja just ear-pulled them like a delinquent. And they don't play favorites. Gibbons have also been recorded harassing clouded leopards getting too close, although I'm pretty sure that one was trying to sleep and got hit with a long arm of audacity. Because if you think they only use their powers for protection, gibbons are the most unapologetic trolls in the animal kingdom. We told them they're the great ape's little brother, and now they done made it their personality. No other way to explain this. Porcupines are better.
Dude, people who like to pull pranks, or like, I mean, okay, those are apes, right? But I feel like it's, you know, I feel like it's best if you just don't take life too seriously, I guess. How's the food? It's awesome. It's a bit too spicy, but it's still good. It's still good.
Protected against lions than versus a tree-happy instigator. Even a so-called great ape can end up looking pretty stupid around a lesser. Gibbons are an impulsive thought come to life. They don't think it, they just do it.
Exactly. I guess being impulsive can be good, you know?
This is the Memphis Zoo, that's Ringo, and they even warn you to stay off the glass because he'll literally injure himself trying to jump scare you. You know nature made you crack, but you're the only mammal alive that can go band for band with a cat. With zero regard for feline rights, you've never seen a cat this outmatched. And they'll easily play Matador with your dog. I love it because there's no scientific reason for them to be like this other than gibbons are all about the dickery. Except with mice. You know, put a mouse in front of them and things suddenly stop being funny. But with arms like that, they'll always
they're IRL shitposting, true.
Humorous. But there is one animal that forms the most unlikely friendship with them. Or maybe not. Because on paper, gibbons and orangutans actually have a lot in common. They live in the same area code, they're both for the trees, and orangutan actually translates to man of the forest. At the same time, some, like the Hulak gibbon, have been affectionately nicknamed the little man of the forest. But their personalities are so opposite, they honestly belong in a buddy comedy. Gibbons are hyper athletic, flyweight, and the fastest moving animals in the trees.
You look so goofy. Oh, this one also looks goofy. That's just a pancake as a monkey. Yup.
The mascots of stoicism, and yo, I swear they could talk, they just don't want to deal with taxes. Polar opposites, yet time and time again, wild gibbons and orangutans have been caught playing with each other. I like to think the fact that they don't compete for the same foods means they don't really have a reason to have beef, and a lot of zoos will actually assign them together as roommates. Another reason orangutans are chill like that, if gibbons suddenly get accepted into the Great Ape Club, I think you know who pulled the strings for them. And you think orangs would find a sentient sugar rush annoying, and that gibbons might find Bigfoot's understudy intimidating. But not only do they play with each other, they even trust each other with their own children.
They look so, like, they're actually like opposites. It's so funny how big one face is and how tiny the other face is. Litchi is good at fight for it. Dude, I love Litchi.
Quite the obsession with baby gibbons. And gibbons really be rocking with an infant
Litchi or Lychee?
There's even one gibbon in the Brookfield Zoo that'll leave his enclosure just to visit the orangutans next door. But there's at least one other ape gibbons bond with. In some places, wild gibbons will actually become habituated with humans to the point where they'll regularly drop by and groom their favorites. Galia was a Hulak gibbon who was famous because every day, she'd come down from the trees, hobble over to the locals, and provide a free hour-long salon service.
Wanna eat a Litchi? I've never tried one. They're really good. I actually think I have some in the fridge still. Like, I have canned ones in the fridge. They're awesome. They're awesome. Wow. I need like a refreshing, I need like another refreshing drink. I already like finished the Coke. What do Litchi taste like? They're like sweet. They're very, it's hard to explain. They're sweet, kind of floral. Yeah, I would say they taste kind of floral in a way. Yeah.
Starting with Bhupeshwar Ningda, the man who protected her as an orphan. It hits different when you realize grooming is how gibbons reinforce social bonds in a family. Now, it is
Cute.
bittersweet since it likely took her entire actual family getting put on a shirt for her to get to that point, and we'll
Yeah,
get
like
back
flowers,
to that. But I'd say
kinda.
that's pretty damn great for a lesser ape. Even dogs aren't immune to a gibbon act of goodwill. And now that you're familiar with them, I think we can go ahead and meet all the types of gibbons, or as many as my attention span will allow. This is a Siamang. They're the heavyweights of the gibbons at a whopping 30 pounds.
Goofy.
They're the ones with that
Goofy
throat split,
sound.
or as I like to call it, the chesticle.
Oh my god.
It's a pouch that works like an amplifier to broadcast their call. And clearly nature had an off day when it spawned a frog monkey that looks like one of
Oh,
Ben's
in the
10.
video it was a rambutan though. Oh.
And as much as I like them, this would
Next
be
sec, I know they're like frogs but monkeys.
terrifying to have fly over your head. It's a reminder that even the comic relief of the apes could scramble your face if they really wanted to. But I think nature
Bruh.
knew it animated Slenderman Shadow a little too well, because it went ahead and gave them the most unserious vocal stim you've ever heard.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a northern white-cheeked gibbon, which definitely, for sure, is not venom, no matter how—
That's the thumbnail. It looks like an SCP. Someone make a beat out of that. Yeah.
hard you try to perceive otherwise. And in case you're curious, the babies are all born white. After about a year or two, they turn black. The males stay that way, but the females eventually revert back to their cream colorway, proving the once
What?
widely accepted scientific theory wrong. You can go back. This is a Skywalker gibbon, and yes, they were discovered in 2017 by a group of scientists who apparently love Star Wars that much. The namesake of Luke was found in Myanmar, Southeast Asia, and it's believed there's less than 200 of them. But they're not as bad as the Hainan gibbon, which isn't just the rarest ape, but one of the mammals closest to getting discontinued, with less than 40 of them. Crazy thing is,
Discontinued. It sounds like they're just like, they're not real.
it used to be worse. They went from a couple thousand in the 1950s to where you could count on both hands how many were left by the 70s. Again, we got the Hulak gibbon. I like their face. The Silvery gibbon. I like their hair. Good
Oh.
thing they max out at 2 feet. Any taller, we'd be having Yeti conversations. And lastly, the Pileated gibbon, because in my opinion, they have the coolest call.
Bruh, he wasn't ugly.
Now at this point you might be wondering, why do gibbons call at all? Well, that's the second thing they're known for. The reason for it, well, you have a lock on your door, some have a gate, but gibbons, nah, they mark territory off straight.
Ooh.
It's actually the same reason male lions roar, to tell outsiders that they best keep it that way.
Wait.
Except gibbons
But I thought lions don't roar. I thought it was tigers. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, what?
will often do it as a duet,
They
and
don't
sometimes they'll
roar?
get the kids involved and make it a family matter. And they'll usually do it in the crotch of dawn, and if you live next to a zoo with gibbons, you've definitely heard it. And remember, they're territorial, so if you hoot back at them, you might just end up going band for band with a broadcasting tree siren. Hey, yeah, post-production cashier, don't do that. Not only will you offend them, it's like showing teeth to a gorilla, but gibbons are capable of doing something about it. In 2011, a gibbon escaped a Malaysian zoo after being taunted and severely
Hi,
mauled a
Fishy.
child. And while I will spare you all the details, I will say his mom had to carry pieces of his thigh in a plastic bag. The odds are low,
What?
but they're not zero. So yeah, best keep the singing to the gibbons. It's a big deal for
Okay.
them. They spend actual years of their lives perfecting it. It's very much giving albatross marriage dance. In some
It's so
species, Mama
cute.
Gibbon will help her daughters practice with their version
Look at this one. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes, Chad. Oh my
of
god.
singing lessons, where the daughter tries to match her mother's pitch. For male gibbons, they learn by imitating the male figures around them. After years
Guys, the kimchi fried rice is way too spicy. I put way too much gochujang.
in the lab, they're able to come together and make the sound you've heard in every movie's jungle scene ever. There's something about the fact that males and females spend years perfecting their songs, and when they do come together, the songs
That's
just
so
fit each other perfectly.
cool.
These duets become a verbal vow renewal as the songs help reinforce their pair bond. And that's the third thing gibbons are known for. They're the only apes that are monogamous. Can you imagine a gibbon seeing another gibbon and just making it work? No
That's
other
so
ape, not
sweet.
gorillas.
Yeah, me and who? Me and two. This is what lions sound like. Wait. Ah! my god, he just ate something. I mean, so they do roar, but they don't roar as crazy as tigers, I suppose.
Chimps, definitely
I
not
see.
bonobos. And you know most humans ain't about that. Entanglements be damned. Except, yeah, about that. So the whole monogamy thing came from researchers watching a group and witnessing a couple only getting active with each other. Except what they didn't realize was by being around these gibbons constantly, the gibbons eventually got used to the people and would get way closer than they usually would. The problem is the other gibbons that weren't as chill with humans would see this and treat the human habituated gibbons like the plague and avoid them at all costs. Honestly, good for them. But if gibbons do mess around on their partners, the researchers basically block them from doing it. Also, any cheater can look loyal for the weeks or months the researchers spent watching them. So, Brian Balombit decided to study a gibbon family for 6 years, and this time, instead of habituating themselves to just one pair, pretty much all the groups in the area were habituated, meaning they could truly study gibbon free will. And when I tell you it was Real Housewives of Indonesia out there,
What?
I'm gonna tell you a story, but it will get messy, so I'm gonna need you to lock in or you will get lost.
It is monkeys or apes. Wait, are monkeys and apes the same?
So it starts with two gibbon families. Each one had a subadult, basically a teenager, and one had a teenage male and the other a teenage girl.
Okay,
and we're still
okay.
talking about gibbons. Both teenagers left their respective families, got together, and found a new territory to live in. And that's when stuff got weird. Because the teenage guy gibbon also had two younger juvenile brothers, and for reasons beyond me, they moved in with Big Bro and his girl. To Palombit, that was already cause to pause, but it got wicked once the adult male from the female gibbon's original group, i.e. her father, disappeared.
Oh?
Because apparently apparent in past tense is a canon event. Well, with a sudden power vacuum, guess who filled in? Yeah, the same subadult male along with his baby brothers all moved into the female's group, and the teenager took his girl's dad's place. He then just moved back and
You
forth.
guys, I'm sorry. I must be. I'll be honest. I'm already lost. I'm already lost. What? What? Huh? Apes do not have tails where most monkeys do. Oh.
The two spots, meaning Mans was monkey branching from his original girl to her mother. And in what's a lot more common than you might think, the mother and daughter had serious beef, and when things finally got too hot and the male had to pick a side, he chose the mother and fully moved in. The mom would have a baby that was likely fathered by her daughter's ex. As for the subadult daughter, that was the last time
That's
Columbus saw her.
messed up.
If there's a moral in this story, one way or another, Gibbon's gonna find a way to swing.
That's
There's
messed
also that
up,
time one in
bruh.
the Kujukushima Zoo in Nagasaki had people questioning everything after 12-year-old Momo got pregnant while being housed with exactly 0 men. They thought it was an immaculate
Uh-huh. Just a lot of cheating. But it's like, you know, between families, you know? Oh yeah, mitosis. Basically mitosis. Nice, I
Folks thought she
guess.
spawned Gibbon Jesus. Until the
Apes are what you would call a Menschenaf in German. Monkeys are the remaining kinds of Affen. Oh, so apes are like closer to humans, technically.
they did a DNA test and found the father was 34-year-old Ito, who thankfully was also a Gibbon. They still had no idea how they did the do, until they
What?
found a 9mm hole in a steel plate between enclosures. That's 9mm. He really wanted that glory. The whole time we called him lesser when
Oh my god. 9mm.
really we're not that much better than gibbons. I don't care what the literature says, they're great to me. Especially since we've probably done gibbons dirtier than any other ape. Remember Kalia? Well, not only did she lose her family, but after
It's
a
more
kid
than
taunted her with
enough.
a slingshot and she finally bit back, the boy's father came after her
Tiny.
with a shovel and she lost her life.
Sorry,
This kind of thing
Chad,
actually
that's
happens
not
a lot to
average.
gibbons. Not only do they get their homes knocked down and trees removed, a lot of times they get reduced to pets. It's to the point where virtually every gibbon is flirting with extinction. In fact, some like the hyena might as well be in bed with it. I don't like ending the video like this, but I feel like gibbons being so overlooked makes it that much easier for the atrocities against them to get buried. And if we don't lock in and spread the word, nature's one-man comedy special will be canceled in our lifetime. But then
Yeah.
again, does it not make sense for the comic relief to have the most tragic backstory? At the end of the day, gibbons prove that you might not be a great ape, but you're still a great ape. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, support your local gibbons.
Yeah,
and one
save
last
the
thing to take home.
monkeys,
This is
save
important.
the
Always remember
monkeys.
to
We need to keep this. Alright, Chad. Alright. Wait, is there still something happening? No. Or is it?
Okay, fine. I'll do the thing. All right.
Oh.
I'll see y'all in the next one.
Oh, okay.
Sit back down. Video ain't over. I really bought this shirt specifically for this video just to realize y'all can even see the whole thing. So, there.
Oh my god, that's awesome. No fucks given. Alright. Thank you so much for watching YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please also like and subscribe over on Casual Geographic. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and if you want to watch me live, come over to Twitch. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, YouTube. Bye bye.